Matt. Today we're going to talk about digital disruption and what's going on with people.
It's good to start with a good definition of digital is. So digital is a range of topics, everything from taking a process that's very transactional and paper-based and making it more digital and automated,
Right.
all the way up to taking whole swaths of your workforce and making them more mobile and more productive and creating whole new value streams for your company.
So Accenture's just published their 2016 technology trends, the digital disruption and the impact to people. So maybe you could start talking a little bit about some of those trends and how that impacts what you're doing from a work perspective.
So here at Accenture, we fundamentally believe that every business is a digital business.
You do indeed.
And now we really believe that there's an inflection point coming. People think digital, it's all about technology.
Robots or whatever.
That's right, but it's never going to land unless you get the people primacy equation first.
Okay.
Because you have to get ahead of these really important trends that are coming down the path. For example, intelligent automation, where you might be using bots to interact with your customers,
Okay.
your first line of defense as they call in. And those bots are figuring out how to respond in a very human way and passing you off to a human being. Another big trend is going to be around platform economies. Uber was a great example of a platform and being able to spin up services on a very short basis. And Microsoft's another great example where they have the cloud and cloud services.
Right.
They're going to create all new scales of economies on top of that.
Let's envision the world where virtual reality and augmented reality are pervasive. What happens then?
The advances that we could make in being able to create a virtual reality to help a doctor work through a complicated operation, to help people learn to fly a plane outside of a simulator. All of these things are going to be really up-leveling our ability to be able to build skills quickly in people, and it's going to create a pervasive platform that others can build product on. The last trend is really around digital trust. One part is how are you protecting the data? And then what are you doing with that data? Are you making sure that you're using it in an ethical way? Microsoft has a bit of an advantage because they've really kept trust as sacrosanct, where some of their major competitors have not.
People are starting to really pay with data, right? That data as a currency is becoming as valuable as cash.
I think you are correct. You offer something freemium,
Right.
and they give you some information about themselves to get that for a certain amount of time. Maybe they'll take ads as reciprocity for getting that free service as well. So you have to really be thinking about how are you going to use this data. Those things are going to become increasingly more important, to the point where we're going to see a competitor for the CEO, the Chief Ethics Officer.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're going to need a person or an organization really to be the steward of those rules and the governance of it.
That's right. It's going to be really super important for our client's brand,
Right.
that they really take a stand and they stick to it.